Welcome, Charles, to an episode of Fandom Station. I'm your host, Maverick, and this is my co-host, Evil Deeds.
Hello.
Alright, so we're going to come at you with another episode of you. And go ahead and get into news. First off, got any news you want to talk about?
Next month, we finally start the insane amount of money that people are going to lose.
Oh, yes. So next week will be crazy October. I'm coining
Yes.
that term. Yeah. I don't steal it.
Crazy October.
That's trademark.
Uh, Broke October seems more fit for me.
Maybe. Alright, so the first piece of news is Makoto Shinkan's 5 centimeters per second anime gets live action film. Cool. Next thing, Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League anime film reveals character video, more Japanese cast. Next, Black
I
and
need
Dragon
to.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Game revealed for worldwide release on February 28, 2025. That was like that sent us like a new box. It was like a new present every single word. I was like, Black and Dragon, Pirates, Yakuza in Hawaii? Okay, next thing's up. Netflix animation teases new story in Cyberpunk's Night City. If it's not Cyberpunk 2029,
Oh, say it again.
Netflix animation teases new story in Cyberpunk's Night City.
Oh, you did. I'm about to cry. I'm not gonna hold you.
Man, if it's not Cyberpunk, was it 2077?
Yeah, it's Cyberpunk 2077.
So if it's not Cyberpunk 2077, Edge Runner's quality, I don't want it.
It better be. They better bring Studio Wit back, man.
Okay, next thing up. Live action One Piece Season 2 video teases Chopper's appearance.
No one cares about Chopper.
We do. Everybody does. He's the mascot. And, alright.
Tell me the last time you've had a good mascot.
The last time?
Yes.
What anime did I watch last? Ragnar? Ragnar's? No, Ranga. Ranga's pretty cool.
Ranga's not a mascot.
Come on.
Ranga shows up occasionally.
That's what a mascot is.
No, he shows up occasionally and fights and leaves, and that's it. He's not seen for the rest of the season. Chopper is actively in a scene doing nothing.
How important do you think a mascot is to a show? What do you think about a show that doesn't have a
Mascot doesn't have to be very important, but a mascot is someone that's going to be flaunted around in front of everyone as like this cutesy character. And ironically enough, the one motherfucker that's shown enough in Slime to be that character is Rimuru.
Okay, yeah. Rimuru's definitely not a mascot. Okay. I would say
He's a mascot and a thing. You telling me he's not a mascot in his slime form, bro?
You do got, yeah. I admit you do got a point, but like, we got
Literally everything uses this motherfucker in his slime form.
We'll talk about this later. But I was gonna say I like Kuro from Blue Extras. I couldn't remember his name. I had to look it up, but that character is pretty cute in Blue Exorcist. That's pretty adorable. So
Never watched Blue Exorcist.
you should, but like be prepared for some non-canon stuff in season 1. You just gotta ignore that, and then like I don't know, read some footnotes about what actually happens, and then go move on to season 2 if that happen. It's like Tokyo Ghoul. First season, great. Second season, filler. It's literally just filler. Whole season of filler. and then season Tokyo Ghoul Rehi. After that, it's like chopped up. It's like not actually. It's like all right if you haven't read the manga. If you haven't read the manga, like you're gonna be confused. So it's like just read the manga. I would suggest, unless you can read, then just watch the anime and just take it. Alright, it's time to start the review of That Talk I Reincarnated Slime Season 3, Episode 3.
Wait, before we start, I did want to say I'm surprised that you didn't just pick Happy from Fairy
I
Tail.
thought about Happy. He's okay, but like he said last. Like he was like one of the first. I'm trying to think of any modern anime I've watched. My Hero doesn't have a mascot.
No.
Black Clover had a mascot in Nero, but she became like a full-fledged character. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
Nero went from just sitting on his head to being a character.
and as crazy as it may sound, I think Sakuna is like the best case for a mascot of Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right,
Like
that is
when
insanity.
he's in when he's in Yuji's body, and he has the mouth. You know, when he pierces like a little mouth, like just like and make fun of him. I don't know. I think that's kind of a mascot. That's, um,
Honestly, power before like
wait, wouldn't it be Poacher though? I mean, I guess
the end of part one.
I mean, Poacher. There's so many plushies about Poacher that you know is out there.
Poachta, I think
That's like
power
Poacher's like
is all.
Poacher's like the first example of a posthumous mascot where he dies in the first. Oh, sorry. Well, he just,
Spoiler.
imagine you haven't watched Chainsaw Man. You're like, man, I can't wait to see this little chainsaw dog go on adventures. But anyway, without further ado, I think is there anything else I have to say?
I don't think so.
I'm not thinking about it later. Okay. This will be our review of That Time I Got Reincarnated Slime, Season 3, Episode 23, The Labyrinth's Grand Opening. A lot of openings so far. So the opening of the festival, the opening of the Labyrinth itself, which I think is a terrible idea. And this episode,
You think the labyrinth is a terrible idea?
I don't know, I just think like the 100th floor maze of traps and monsters that if a person loses a bracelet, they could like die in. Is not a good publicity stunt for a nation of monsters.
I forget about it.
Okay, all right, yeah, I don't forget about it. Also, like, so they got like the boss monsters like on each floor, right? And when some of these people are like we saw one
On every 10 floor.
Yeah, every 10 floors, yeah. And thanks for that, I forgot. And one of the boss monsters right now is like the leader of a whole tribe of Rimuru's like nation. Like, is that not a bad idea to have your most elite members be in a dungeon acting as like a terrorist attraction?
I'm not gonna hold you. There's the Bovoids and Equinox, every new race, their leaders are nothing. They may be leaders for their clans, but they are literally nothing in hindsight
Man,
when compared to like
that's like saying mayors are nothing to like a king. Like, yeah, you need mayors.
that is very much true, bro.
No,
like,
I'm saying like the king can't micromanage all the different like cities and like groups of people in their domain.
I'm saying though, he's there, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is he there for? He's not a part of Rimuru's main council. His group only joined because they wanted to be useful to Rimuru. That's why they, I'm assuming, moved to the labyrinth. There's
he didn't move.
nothing
No,
for this nigga to do.
Wait, did the group move to the labyrinth? I thought they just.
They did.
Really?
Either they did or the elves did, and
there's a bunch.
we're not very clear. Either way, this motherfucker is there.
There's multiple labyrinths, I think.
Either way, the leader of the the Bovoids is in the labyrinth. That nigga cannot contribute to Tempest at all whatsoever.
Okay, moving on to the actual part, the actual nitty gritty.
I'm just saying.
We have four teams. Yeah, we have. I'll count the teams. We have Team Lightspeed.
3 teams and then one extra.
That one guy who's just a weird jerk who seems to have just thrown here just to set an example. I was like, what? Okay. It's weird. It's like is God not a weird character to you? It just seems like he just appeared to be a jerk. Just to have one. Like
he is a very pointless villain.
Like no motivation, no backstory, no skills. Just like
honestly though,
trash. Like just
He's strong as shit though. He's strong.
I get he's strong, but like it's just like nope, like just really one note, very like a straw man character. It's like yeah, he's just here to get beat up and show what you're not supposed to do. I hate when stories are that transparent about a character. Like at least pretend like that's not what he's here for.
Yeah, I honestly think he's gonna be back.
You think he's gonna have a
Mm.
change of pace? He's gonna be
Oh
like
hell no, maybe not a change of pace, but
if he comes back,
I
he's
feel
gonna.
like he's gonna be.
Are we incurring like
He's gonna come back later as a arrogant bastard still.
he's gonna be the swiper of the show? Like swiper no
It's
swap.
like, yeah, it's like
He's just like there to be like, ah man, we need a cartoon villain to show up. If we haven't had any action in a while, too many meetings. Like, think about this: if this show like ends next episode and we don't have any more villains, this will be the last main villain of the show.
that would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. Yeah. You have three teams. Team Lightspeed, Team Great Lightning just appear out of nowhere. Where were they before? I could like some hints or something beforehand, but who cares? Literally, who cares?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure they tried to convey this with the crowd, but they're just a bunch of adventurers
Yeah,
here.
yeah. We also have Aaron's team. I just realized was her name always Aaron? I was
Yes.
really. I never died for her as an Aaron before. Like
And yeah, you go.
Wait, was her name really always spelled EREN?
Yes.
Huh. Alright.
I didn't realize it until I really just went back and read it.
Did you notice this and not tell me that her name was Aaron?
I mean, you got at some point you gotta realize it yourself, but
yeah. It's like me whenever I see the name like Sakura, and I never think about like Sakura in other shows. And I'm just like, wait a second. She has that other Sakura's name, and that other Sakura has her. Oh, because it's like a Sakura in Naruto, there's Sakura in Fate, and a Sakura, like I don't know, in this random show.
Sakura is a very common name.
Like I don't know, it's probably a Sakura in the show. I can't even think about them right now.
Sakura is honestly a very unnervingly common name.
Well, they have Sakura trees, and Japan's famous for Sakura trees, so it's like a very like I don't know, cool name. All right, so they have three teams: Team Aaron, Team Great Lightning, and Team Lightspeed. They all go into dungeons to showcase off a dungeon. But Rimuru has set a bunch of trap doors in it because she thought she was supposed to, because there was a bunch of trap doors at the bottom. She was like important for door, like, well, we need to fill it up with more trap doors, to even out, so these trap doors basically work as like shortcuts. I'm like, who's gonna? It doesn't even seem like they hurt people. I'm like, of all the traps you could set, like, it seems like a weird one. It seems like it's just objectively positive trap where it just sends you to the next floor. But I guess it'd be bad if you went like a really like dangerous floor, and you got sent to an even more dangerous floor, like unexpectedly. Yeah, I can see how that'd be bad, but like, but the high floors is definitely bad. It's definitely just like a shortcut, which makes sense, because they weren't supposed to be there in the first place. Masayuki with his luck is just going flying straight through. Team Aaron.
I don't. One thing about Masayuki, I love Masayuki, but I don't understand his team. Cause like they're actually really fucking strong.
Yeah.
But they don't look strong.
They don't.
Like, these motherfuckers have.
I keep on thinking about how the
look of a normal ass squad.
Yeah.
But they're actually really fucking strong.
Oh well, they're strong because of the heroes. He literally has one ability that boosts his allies when they fight. So.
Yeah, but I think even without that, they all have reputations that precede them. Like
really?
What Mad Dog?
Yeah.
He was what's he called? The Mad Dog GR or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's Mad.
The girl was an assassin, and the dude, like they all have done. They've been doing shit.
And you have Bernie the Wizard, and you have Generate the Elementalist.
Yeah.
I don't know. They feel like they also feel like nothing characters in a sense. Like Jinrei is like an elementalist, but I haven't seen her use any elements. I was like, Bernie is the
I
wizard.
haven't seen her do anything.
She whistles and got them out there.
What?
Bernie's a wizard, but I can't remember any magic he did. I know he has attacked people on screen. I'm pretty sure he has, but I cannot remember what he did or how he did it.
So weird, bro.
Yeah.
Also, I like the animation for this episode. It felt a lot better than the recent
I
episodes.
haven't noticed any drop in animation quality myself. It seems pretty okay.
Not necessarily the basic animation, but like the actual fights or like the action felt a little better to me.
Okay. I don't know. That seems pretty same for me. I like that. I think that's a good thing. I haven't noticed anything bad about the animation this whole season. But yeah, they all get through the dungeon, kind of. No, not really. Great lighting, in particular, keeps them messing up. It's like seeing somebody who just started a new video game and they aren't in good games, and they just keep on fumbling and dying again and again. I'm talking about myself right now. Well, they keep on dying, getting sent to the start of the dungeon. And I was kind of confused because when they said they only worked inside the dungeon, I didn't think they would teleport them outside the dungeon when they revive them. But I guess it still means they cannot die outside the dungeon. But I didn't think you could go ahead and just take them completely out of the dungeon, which is actually a good thing, good design. It's like
I feel like it'd be pointless to revive them in the same place that they died.
Now you say it like that, I kind of did think that's how it would work. Imagine you were at the hardest boss level. You're in floor 70 or something. You find a boss and you die, and that thing takes you all the way back to the outside dungeon. I would be so pissed. Yo, don't you got a save point or something?
Yeah, they have save points.
Well, yeah. But that's how I died. What was working? But I guess for this demonstration, it's like a demo. Basically, literally a demo where it just takes you out of the dungeon and put you right on save point or anything.
Wait, did they not say they have save points?
They might. They say a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
pretty sure they say it in the manga.
Wait, what do you mean, man? What's next? Yeah, this is more Conquer itself, but it also showed off what's dungeons was gonna be like. I wonder what kind of plot line is gonna happen in this dungeon.
Oh my goodness, brother!
What?
I cannot wait until we actually get to see someone fight Veldora. That is going to be beautiful. With or without the dungeon, I just want to see Veldora fight, bro.
Yeah, Veldora's pretty cool. It would be nice to see somebody be able to fight him. Do you think the first person challenging is actually really strong, or would it be like a joke character like Masayuki?
Masayuki would be weird to watch him go through the whole dungeon.
Yeah, but that's the plan though. That's Rimuru's plan for him to be the first one to complete it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what were going over last episode.
I'll pay no attention.
That's what we're here for. Wait a second. Yeah. If you're not paying attention to anything in the show, you can always go back to our podcast and we'll give a pretty comprehensive rundown of what happened in the episode to help you remember.
Decently comprehensive.
Alright, comprehensive. It's comparatively comprehensive. Comparatively comprehensive. Yes. That's I like that. I'm gonna coin that term too. Comparatively comprehensive. Don't ask who we're comparing it to.
These are stealing terms now.
It's not stealing if you make it first and don't let everybody have it. I'm not sure what that is.
Pretty sure that's bullet.
Pretty sure that's the plot deprivation. Just saying words now. So anything else important happened in this episode?
The I didn't know if they would do it like they did it in the manga, and they did do it one for one, but it was still really cool. The druid
Dryad.
and Gale, Dryad, fuck, the Dryad and Gale. So apparently, the Dryads are born on a rank or no, they're born beyond A rank in
Oh,
terms of like adventures.
yeah,
So Gale tried to fight her, and she actually like wrapped him up in plant shit, and then chopped his head off, and that was really fucking cool.
yeah. So these characters that we see as father, the Dryads, they're actually stronger than most people in the whole entire world. Okay, I like that from a power scaling sense, but I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like,
I mean,
they're just boring
to
about.
be fair,
Uh,
there's never going to be weak dryads in like anything because of who they are.
I was like, just born above A rank. That seems all right. Okay, I was like, that's kind of cool, I guess. But the fight was cool itself. I was like, they're born above A rank. I was like, wait a second. That's like, wouldn't that make her like? Wouldn't that make all drives by default like at least on par of how the Oni started out?
Yes,
Like,
yes, that's the point.
like why is it like? Wouldn't they get names? Like, is there any unnamed dryads we can find to like rename somebody dryad to get? Because
I
I'm
don't
just
even think they are. Are they?
they do have names. Yeah, like Trainee has a name. I mean,
Fair enough.
yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. I guess they just got their names from parent. Wait, do they have parents and children? Hmm.
No.
That's an interesting character. Now I'm thinking about where do they get their names from? Now I'm thinking about it, but that's another question for
No.
another day.
Could it be Ramery?
I did think about that. That is a possibility, but Ramirez doesn't strike me as a. That doesn't seem like she would be able to come up with names like that. I don't
I
know.
mean, she's still essentially the god of fairies.
This is what happens when you make her seem uncomfortable all the time. I can't. I don't even think she can name people.
Man, looking at it now, Slime really has a problem with making side characters kind of incompetent,
Even Veldora's
like strong side characters.
even Veldora's getting flenderized to the point. I'm like, was he always this lame?
Like, bro,
Was it?
Rimurius's incompetence is kind of fair because of her personality, but the complete and utter disrespect on Veldora,
Yeah,
I don't like it,
yeah. It's
bro.
like it's like I was like, man, it's so cool that we get such a cool character outside. It's his own character now. I was like, oh, you ruined him now. And he's like actually. I was like, at first I was like, oh, cool, cool. He's all a bit funny, a little bit joking. And I was like, they even become like a complete like Chinibio. If you know what Chinibio is.
I think I do.
Somebody who has delusions of grandeur and like thinks they have like superpowers or like some grand narrative going on in life. Where it's like Voldora, the ancient dragon being, has ended up being like a true Nibiru. When it's like, how does that happen? You have to try hard to make him seem lame, right? He's at the end of the episode. He's like, oh, man, what should I say? Say if somebody comes to the bottom floor. Man, I really hope I can say some good words. Just sitting here like a doofus because Rimuru told me I was supposed to be here.
Also, Gobita, I'm still not past the amount of disrespect that Gobita got in the tournament. Gobita has never been shown to be like that scared. He's stepped up multiple times to fight, and you just gonna disrespect him like this?
I mean, granted, he was going against the hero Lightspeed Masayuki. No, but
No, no, no. His very first fight was against Gale, and like,
was he scared of Gil? I think he was alright.
yeah,
Really?
no, he was
Maybe a little bit scared. Yeah, he was a little bit scared, I think, but like he wasn't that
not
scared.
a little bit, like full on. Like he didn't even, he actually didn't swing at him.
Mm.
He did his summon, and the only reason he won was because Ranga switched out the other dire wolf with him.
Hmm. I think I don't know. I think so. We need to fix the power scale in like slime. It's all over the place. It needs to be fixed. We need to get some like power scales in here. They'll fix it up. They'll no, but we gotta pick the series right. We gotta pick the power scales from a good series like Fullmetal Alchemist or something. But we can't. Let's not
I'd
pick.
read it if it wasn't so long.
Huh?
I'd read it if it wasn't so long.
What?
Um,
Fullmetal Alchemist?
Slime.
Slime?
Yes, I'd read Slime if it wasn't so long.
Oh, we talking about? I was confused because like you read the manga, so I was wondering what you were talking about. You talking about the light novel?
Yeah, it's the light novel.
Isn't it a good thing that it's so long? I mean, you have more content to read.
Yeah, but it's reading. Why would I want to look at words on a page?
Because I mean, because it's fun.
Yeah, just continue. Accelerated reader boy.
Accelerated reader. Nobody knows what that means. Anyway,
Did you just call me old? Did you just call us old?
I didn't call you. I called you. You live where you live, and other people in other places might not know. We have an international audience. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, everything they all. Well, yeah, I guess I'll get to it. And so they all get various degrees of success in the dungeon. Team Great Lion sucks. They didn't really do anything besides die again and again. Guy sucks. He like as Evil Deeds explained. He tried to fight a dungeon boss that was already taken out. He was so impatient that he was trying to force it to come out again, and that got him in trouble with the dryad that was accompanying him, and she sliced his head off.
That wasn't really it. It was because he actually tried to fight her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because he was trying to force the dungeon boss to appear. He thought she had the power to do that, and he attacked her because of that. Which is yeah. So that's something. And then this is really off the cuff. Then you have Masayuki's party. They were actually able to get one rare item, but it wasn't. They didn't give a name, but it was still a rare item. And once they got that
I
item,
think it was a dagger.
yeah, it was a dagger. But Aaron's party, they actually able to get a rare item so good that I'm not trying to find a word right. They got a rare item so impressive that Rimuru said it might as well be a unique item, and that item was called a Tempest Sword. Well, if you know who Rimuru Tempest and Fedora Tempest are, I think the name speaks for itself. That's a pretty good sword. I would expect. I hope we get to see the sword later.
I wonder what the stats are gonna be. Like what the passive ability of the sword is.
Yeah, I was about to say, why do you care about the stats? So to care about stats, you have to know what the stats for other weapons are. Yeah, but the ability of the weapon, I don't know. It's called Tempest, so I would expect some like storm-related abilities, but like probably not, because Rimuru and Fedora don't have any storm-related abilities for the most. Well, Fedora's a storm dragon, so.
It was literally, it was literally called the storm.
I was gonna say I haven't seen him do anything related to storms at all. But Rimuru, I don't think he has any storm-related powers. And like, it's not like Tempest Country is like.
He does.
Like what?
He has black lightning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he had that. Actually, I'm be honest. I don't remember him ever using it. I'm thinking about the openings because he uses it in the openings, but I don't remember him using it in the show. But he probably did. He definitely did. I believe you, but I just don't remember him using it ever. I remember him using like black flame and stuff, but not black lightning.
Pretty sure he got black lightning from Ranga after he upgraded to a dire wolf.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that though.
Yeah, so needless to say, Tempest is a country named Tempest, and it doesn't have anything to do with storms. So this sword probably doesn't have anything to do with storms as well. As far as probably has some other awesome building. And then after everybody gets what they after Great Lightning, not Great Lightning, after Team Air and Team Lightspeed get what they want from the dungeon, they decide to leave voluntarily before time's up. And Great Lightning gets kicked out after like falling into another trap. What was the last trap they got into? Was it like a rolling boulder or something? Or like
It was a rolling boulder.
Oh yeah, classic. So
they got Indiana Jones.
Yeah. So they all leave the dungeon because the time is up, and I mean I think it was a good publicity stunt because there were people saying, "Oh man, if we can get just that far, we can make up for the payment it takes to go to the dungeon." And at that point, I thought I really came to myself, wouldn't it be better to just harvest the dungeon normally? like wouldn't it be better just to have your own people go in there, or maybe like pay adventurers to like harvest it for it? Wait, wouldn't it be better to like pay adventurers to harvest the dungeon for you? Like,
wait, what are you talking about, brother?
Like, okay, so there's like naturally occurring monsters because of Fedora, right? Fedora's like energy, right?
Yes.
So, and there's also naturally occurring magic still in the dungeon because of Fedora's injury, right?
Yeah.
So, why just have the adventurers like go in there with all these traps and like dungeon bosses and stuff when you can just pay them to like go in there and just clear the place out for you and collect stuff for them to bring back for you to.
I mean, the dungeon is literally riddled with Rimuru's people.
Yeah.
So if he wants the magic stuff,
I'm saying like you just create like the perfect like mine. Why would you make that mine difficult to navigate and like get through when you can just pay people to like go in there and like mine it?
It's only difficult to outsiders, the people that's paying them to go in. The entire dungeon. Let me get this straight for you. The almost every creature in that dungeon knows Rimuru.
No, they don't. Like most of them, the basic monsters and them traps. I guess probably they are like you can turn them on and off. I would suspect, but at the same time, like why don't you just devote the plan to like just paying people to go in?
What's the point? Why would you pay when you could get it done for free? He has this dungeon decked out full of his own servants.
I guess another question. I'm like, is Tempest a communist nation? Because like, is he
what the fuck are you on about?
Is he not paying anybody for work? Because that's what you're making it sound like.
What? No, they already work in the fucking dungeon.
I'm just saying, did they get paid for it?
That's where their pay would go. Why the fuck? They might get a bonus because Rimuru likes to award people with extra shit.
Does anybody get paid for doing work in Tempest?
We haven't heard of the pay rate of Tempest yet. No. Okay? That's what you wanted to hear?
That's what you make it sound like. I'm like, you got like no matter who you put in there, like unless everybody in Tempest is just working for free. Oh gosh, that's really funny. But this actually, I'm not saying this. I know because at the very end of the episode, they bring up the currency problem, how they're going to pay other people back for like merchants back for like having the stalls there. Oh well, I skipped
the fact that Rimuru announced to anyone who actually beats the dungeon, he's going to fight them himself. So anyone that actually completes all 100 floors of the dungeon can actually challenge the Demon Lord Rimuru.
We already saw how that went before. So I mean, so you can't blame me for not having a reaction to that. But yeah, the currency stuff. So like, maybe the nation really is like a more socialist society where everybody just gets what they want, what they need, and everybody does the work that is required on them, and there isn't really a need for like money so far, at least in the nation itself. But I don't know. That's what it seems like. At least maybe I don't know. I don't know how it works in Tempest, but I don't know. How do you think it works?
I have no fucking clue, and I don't feel like trying to figure out how Rimuru would set up his workplace since this
Uh,
motherfucker worked in a blackout site. Not a blackout
a
site,
black
but
company. A black company.
a black company.
Did he work? I don't know. It's been. I mean, I guess you probably know because you read the manga. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I imagine at some point he has to be like, he has to set up like government positions to actually get paid instead of being like, oh no, hey, you can take care of it, right? All right. Yeah. Um.
The more that I fucking think about it, there has been not a single word of like pay.
like, yeah, I'm
Like
like,
not one.
that's because
Like no
wait,
one
wait.
said how much am I getting paid this time or
That's what, that's
nothing. Bro.
that's what he said. That's what you're saying. Like you're like, what? Remo can just get his people to do it. I'm like, are they not getting paid? Like you know, you describe it. I said communism, but you know what you're describing, right?
Well, bro, I never thought about this until now. This is such a random thing to think about.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do these hour-long podcasts for like every week for like for a few months straight. You start thinking of weird stuff. You start thinking a little bit too deeply into the series. Yeah. Alright, so what do you give this episode?
A none, because I like the way they made the action scenes look.
Man, I was gonna give this 8, so man, we really are. I'm really just 1 point. But look, I was like, I'm gonna give him this time. I'm gonna say 8 too. Okay. Yeah, I'll give this 8 because this actually ended up being a pretty fun episode. Because the labyrinth, as much as I give it gripe, is actually probably the most interesting thing from the second core. I like learning more about it, how it functions and stuff. It's a good piece of world building. Um, yeah, that's fine. That's why I liked it. Trying to think anything else. I also found it funny how the trap toast was just shortcuts. That was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Anything else to say?
Nothing from me.
All right. Well, I'll see you on the next one, travelers.
Adios.